Today, we're going to unravel the incredible story of something we see and touch every single day, but maybe don't really think about: the fabric of our world. We're diving deep into the history of textile arts.
I mean, seriously, take a look at what you're wearing right now. It seems simple, doesn't it? Just a piece of cloth. But what if I told you that cloth is the final chapter in a story that's thousands of years old? A story of human ingenuity, global trade, and incredible artistry. So what is the story woven into our lives?
Okay, so at its core, textile art is all about one thing: using fibers, from plants, animals, or synthetics to build objects. These objects can be super practical or just purely decorative. The word textile itself actually comes from the Latin tixere, which means, simply, to weave. And that simple act, just weaving fibers together, is the foundation for absolutely everything. But these fabrics have always been so much more than just something to wear. From the very beginning of civilization, textiles have played some of the most essential roles in human society. Just think about it for a second. First, there's protection, right? Shielding us from the sun and the cold, super basic but super important. Then you've got the powerful social cues. A royal's robe or a judge's wig tells you everything you need to know about their status. Textiles have also helped us store and carry our things, and of course, they make our homes more comfortable. From the rugs on the floor to the curtains on the windows, they are truly fundamental to how we live. So, where did this all kick off? Well, let's go way, way back to the very first materials that humans figured out how to spin and weave, which, of course, came directly from the natural world all around them. Early civilizations got really, really good at working with two main plant fibers. From the stem of the flax plant, they could create these amazingly strong and consistent threads to make linen. And then, from the soft, fluffy hairs around cotton seeds, they developed that comfortable, absorbent material that we still depend on for, well, almost everything we wear today. And we're not talking about recent history. We're talking about linen that was found in Egyptian tombs from 6500 BC. That is over 8,500 years ago. It just proves that textiles aren't just part of human history. They are woven into its very first chapters. And from those ancient beginnings, textiles didn't just stay put. Oh no. They became this powerful engine for connecting the entire globe and for sparking technological revolutions that completely reshaped the world. You can really see this whole story unfold in three giant leaps. First, in the ancient world, you have the legendary Silk Road, which turned things like Chinese silk into a massive global commodity. Then, fast forward to the 18th and 19th centuries, and bam, the Industrial Revolution hits, with inventions like the power loom that mechanized production and changed, well, pretty much everything about modern life. And that brings us to today, where digital tools like computer-aided design let creators collaborate on new works from opposite sides of the planet. Now, this explosion in technology and culture led to this really fascinating shift in how we think about textiles. A kind of split started to form, a divide between things made for practical use and things made purely for artistic expression. So what's really the difference between craft and fiber art? Well, a craft object, like a really well-made sweater or a durable rug, is all about its function and the skill it took to make it. Fiber art, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame. It's all about aesthetic value. It's not meant to be used. It's meant to be experienced, just like a painting or a sculpture. This big shift in thinking really caught on during the Romantic period in the 19th century. Art got elevated to this whole other level. It came to be seen as this special part of the human mind, right up there with religion and science. So the really crucial point here is that textiles were no longer just a trade or a skill. They had become a powerful medium for fine art. And that brings us all the way to today, where the line between textiles, technology, and art is blurring in ways that our ancestors could never, ever have imagined. We are truly standing on a new digital frontier. The toolkit for a textile artist today is just incredible. You've got digital printers that can put any image you can dream of onto fabric with perfect clarity. We have smart textiles that actually embed sensors into our clothes, creating wearable tech. We are now even 3D printing fabrics, and get this, developing something called biocouture, which isn't woven at all. It's grown. How wild is this? Scientists and artists are literally growing fabric. The whole process starts by fermenting a liquid, usually something like a sugary tea, with a special culture of bacteria and yeast. Over time, these amazing microorganisms spin a web of cellulose fibers that forms a solid sheet. You can then just harvest that sheet, dry it, and work with it just like leather or cloth. But the most revolutionary part, the final garment is completely biodegradable. When you're done with it, you can just toss it right in your compost.
This journey, from ancient flax fibers all the way to living, compostable clothing, shows that the story of textiles is far from over. It really leaves us with a fascinating question to think about. As technology and biology continue to weave together, the very idea of what fabric is, well, it's changing right before our eyes. So what do you think we'll be wearing next?